Hello, hello. As you all know, I'm a pretty big artillery fan. So now it's the WARNO release. So we are having a huge artillery work, and this should actually work. So basically, what I'm trying to test over here, it's basically the situation where you're attacking from this side and the guy is just defending in the city. So basically, the recon spot is quite um, quite obvious, and the place where you can put artillery is still, it's kind of protected. So, I mean, I cannot put like Arty over here. Um, Basically, what made this, what is the rework? So, the longer the distance, the bigger the circle. So, basically, it goes the opposite way. The shorter the distance, the smaller the circle is. So, right now, you can actually bring the Arty somewhere around your A and basically fight from that spot. So usually been like artillery, obviously we're just um, you know somewhere uh, like really far behind your lines, somewhere around the fob, respawn, and so on. And now to actually use it properly and gain a lot of value out of it, you kind of need to bring it much like further. So basically, I'm not sure about corrected shot, and I'm not sure, like corrected shot, it does work. So as you can see, there's the circle without it, circle with it. So it works obviously, but I'm not sure like how much do you need it right now? I mean, you do obviously, but you know, um, gain much more just to bring RT much closer. And basically, the second part is that the right now you can actually gain value even out of like 155 RT, just not a lot of HE. The reason is, for example, we're getting two of the 155. So basically, not the 203 like heavy hitter, just a regular one. So corrected shot, so on. Let's gonna hit those Pioneer Embers. So that's the 10-man squad. It's kind of good. One of the biggest squads. Line its shots. So as you can see, it's basically hitting the exact spot where infantry is. So HE damage right now actually works. I mean, this was working before, but I'm talking about like now you can actually destroy like enemy positions with the artillery if you're gonna risk your artillery much more. So what about the tanks? Same 155. Let's check what we can do to a tank. So again, all of these positions are, quite simple. You can see it in any of your games. So if you're not going to move a tank, you're going to lose a tank. And that's like a heavy tank. So, I mean, same shit with the Sun IFBs. But, like, before the patch, the only way for you to use the Arty was just to kill uh, infantry. But infantry, which is not in the, in the buildings, because buildings were, like, so overpowered. Right now, they wrote that they changed the, I'm not even sure, that the terrain does not provide anymore the um, like defense from the HE damage. It like sounded somehow like that. I'm not sure if it's if it's connected to the buildings, because as far as I can see, uh, not really, because basically over here I was testing just one Lars and just almost no damage, no stress. So I feel like buildings are like left the same, and the just terrain, like forests and so on, doesn't really give any protection from the HE damage. So I'm not going to even talk about M110, so basically 2 or 3 millimeter, the like one and only, I guess, artillery that actually worked before. So yeah, I mean, when I'm talking about like worked, what I'm trying to say it's basically that artillery could actually kill unit. So you can actually return your investment. So if you're just gonna, rain down artillery on enemy positions and you're not gonna kill units, especially infantry, the guy would just pull them back somewhere over here, put a supply over here, and basically just rearm, repair, and bring back. So you can like get a very expensive units and get like close to 0 kills, especially you're actually using the supplies for it. So it's not like free bullets. And also right now, for example, uh, there are the ATGMs. So again, you can just take a 109 and even with just one of them, you can actually kill all of this stuff. Before that, there's a lot of chances that the like ATGM in a building could actually survive the salvo. It actually happened like a lot of time. And the second part, you can actually move out the the ATGM. So you see in the first shot and you just like running away. Right now you kind of can do it, but again, there is like the tweak about it. Basically, the guy would not move forward. If you want to save ATGM, you can run back. So you can just put the line the shot like somewhere like over here. So basically, let me show it. So basically, if you're gonna put it over here and let's pause the game, you're gonna end up in a situation where if the guy would try to move out the Milan, it's actually gonna get hit. So yeah, that's I'm not sure if you're actually gonna have time to align that type of shots and um, do that type of micromanagement of your Arty. Well, I mean, I'm a fan of Arty in the game, but I'm not sure that you're gonna be uh, able to out micro that type of stuff. The same stuff about the AA. Basically, right now you actually can target in a pretty short range the enemy APs. So obviously the guy can just move it out after a shot. So basically 2 shots, and but again, because of so small, circle, I'm not sure that you will be able to save a lot of your, um, a lot of your A. Um, that actually gives a huge like bonus to Arty. So right now it's actually a viable strat because like there's like two things in the in WARNO, which are like the units that were kind of broken. First one was Arty, so nobody would like to buy it because I mean it's expensive, you need to micro it and so on. The second part was the A. Basically, you can have such a huge amount of A, so the guy would not be able to destroy it. You need like get like 2 cards of seed if you really want to use it, like your air, whatever like kilos, airplanes, whatever, bombers. So right now, artillery is kind of became the uh, actually strong unit, but you actually need to risk it. So you can't like put a book over here, because you cannot be even sure that you will get like 2 shots to an airplane. So the guy would just go over here, drop bombs, and just escape. So yeah, you would need to bring your A as far as possible. And same shit right now is with the artillery. So right now it's a very very strong tool, but you actually need to keep it safe, and in the same time you need to bring it like further. And basically I was testing a lot of those stuff, just shooting all around the spot in the infantry in the buildings. And yeah, right now you can see that basically any shot that would go somewhere where there are actually units, only if it's not going to be like ultra, lucky shots where you would like miss a lot. It's actually kills an infantry right now. Obviously, you're like this right now. The state with Arty is actually pretty cool. So You can kill a unit, but you can just get unlucky and, not get enough damage and so on. But right now, the cancer spam strategy with the infantry, where you can just sit in the buildings and just do whatever you want, it doesn't really work anymore. So right now, that was kind of bad introduction of that ideas, because for some reason they were missing a lot. But yeah, basically, first of all, like here, direct shots, infantry squad is over. And the second good part is that basically, right now you cannot just entrench and just sit forever in buildings. So yeah, basically that kind of changed a lot. So right now, if you're gonna start with Arty, or at least you're gonna add it to your, add it to your deck and actually gonna use it, that's gonna, I mean, I'm feeling that that's gonna, have a huge return of investment and so on. There are other stuff. So, I mean, yeah, you're gonna bring Arty closer and so on. But the counter battery, like, it's non-existent in the game. So over here, you're not gonna kill any shit, like, because that's the old, the old circle. Obviously, if the guy gonna bring artillery over here and not gonna move it, and you're gonna counter battery him, yeah, that's gonna basically kill the enemy arty. I'm not sure about the, they kind of change it so it's like 8 HP and so on. I would love to see some type of improvements with the counter battery, because it doesn't really work, and right now you kind of need it, because I mean, right now it's like a viable tool. It's not like, an optional stuff that you can buy or whatever. Just forget about it and not buy a single RTE from the whole freaking game. So yeah, that's kind of what it is. Also they changed a bit the distances with the MLRS basically. Now we see Lars, that's small circle and bigger circle and whatever, and huge circle. So same stuff as the rocket art. You kind of want it to have like much closer, like over here maybe, and that's kind of cool, The only like bad part is the pop. So I mean, it's not like bad; it's just changed a lot. So right now, you're actually gonna need to keep some amount of supplies and basically move the supplies back to fob and resupply them and bring back. How you do it is basically just hit the uh, command like fast move and you click it on the fob, and whatever, you just click shift and move it backwards. So it's going to go over here automatically, it's going to resupply, and then it's going to bring back the supply. So you actually need to spare some out the like logistic trucks to resupply an Arty. So you can't really fire from a fob. I mean, you still can do it, but it's like, basically if you want to counter battery somebody over there, kind of need to bring it much further. Again, so firing much closer to the enemy positions right now actually does make sense. Before, I mean, nobody were doing it. I guess same stuff could be used versus the AA. Basically, if you're gonna use the rocket RT, I mean, you can really pinpoint the positions of the Gepard. For example, it's gonna be here or whatever, because you just see the like shots flying out of the tree line. So with RT, I mean, if you're gonna shoot like somewhere over here, it's unlikely that you're gonna kill the Gepard, because yeah, it's just gonna. I mean, the more accurate the shot is, the more accurate you have to be with the aligning your shot. So it's not like just firing from the somewhere over there and just believing that that's gonna work. It's never been that way, but still. So now you can actually bring it like much closer. And potentially, I mean, Lars is the kind of awful way to show it off, but whatever. And basically have a small circle where the guy would not be able just to move because stun, route, whatever. And even the, you know, 10 HP, 3 armor, AA. Not gonna really survive it. So yeah, right now you actually need to. I mean, it changed the game, so the backline. I mean, you have to control the backline, not only just tank forward, tank back, whatever, smoke off, and so on. So yeah, the new artillery looks pretty cool actually. So it does change a lot of stuff in the game. I mean, the 203 right now, that's actually a freaking heavy hitter, but whatever. I'm not really sure how you could show it off because it was the correct shot or like when the 155 is pretty close. They can do like basically the same stuff that the 203 were doing. Like 2 shots, that's it. It's done. And yeah, so right now, that's just how it is. I'm kind of happy about it. So, yeah, and also the Lars, it doesn't really, doesn't have the buff from the corrected shot as far as I can see, or wasn't having it. Let's check it out. Yeah, as you can see, there is no corrected shot buff. Um, yeah. So that's it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.